Hey YouTubers, I swear like the devil is testing me because I keep trying to record videos, but I just keep getting so caught up in so many things, and not even caught up in many things. This camera keeps challenging me on so many intense levels, like emotionally and like spiritually, and it's just really heavy right now. So this is like my last attempt. If this fails, I swear I'm not uploading a video next week. This episode is actually going to be discussing what I do, because I find that a lot of times people want to know what I do. Like, I'll go out, meet new people. If I'm not meeting new people, just being out, people want to know, what do you do or where do you stay? Like, these questions that are just so random. You're like, oh, I don't know. Are they not random? I find it quite random for you too. Also, I think it's the manner in which people ask. Like, it's usually like very interesting. Like, so what do you do, like, to make money and stuff? So there is a story there. Anyway, I'm gonna start right at the beginning because like a story needs to be told in full. So I'm actually from the Free State in Vicksburg, and I am the only child of a single parent. So I was raised like this, but I was raised as a boy. But I'm not a boy anymore, as you can see. Might look like a boy, but trust me, I'm going through a whole process that's gonna change all of that shit. So when I was done with varsity, I moved out of home when I was 17 to go study. And I was studying anthropology and psychology at the University of the Western Cape. That was not my university of choice, just so you know. I really did apply at UCT, and to top it off, I was accepted into the UCT arts program. But they took so long that I actually ended up going to UWC. I mean, they applied in February. And like, I was just finished school, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna wait till February to find out what's happening. But low-key, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get into UCT because it's so expensive there. I don't think I would have managed. Or I don't think rather that my parents would have managed. Or my one parent, who's a mom and a dad, would have managed. In any other case, I don't think I would have managed. That was the vibe, and I was a double major actually when I was in varsity. I did psychology and I did anthropology because a girl can do both things, even though a girl knows very well that they couldn't do maths. But that has nothing to do with it, because I'm just making a joke at the fact that me and maths and science and stuff like that, children, we don't get together like that. We're not here. But when it comes to like scientific readings and really books of interest like quantum physics, I'm interested in that shit. Just not like the stuff they teach in school. That's not fun. Oh well, for me. So I always honestly knew that I was not going to be an actual scientist or anything like that, like an engineer or an astronaut. No, that was not my life story. I knew that. So when I enrolled into art school, I was really sure that I was going to be an anthropologist. Also, it just sounded like such a nice thing to be traveling. Also, I'd watched so much National Geographic that I kind of had an idea what an anthropologist's job is, which was really interesting. I would probably get to travel the world if I was willing to do the full years where I earned my PhD. I would get to travel the world, read about different cultures, but it was a lot of reading. It was really a lot of reading, and I didn't enjoy reading that much, especially under that much pressure. When I finished my degree, I knew I'd heard a lot of stories about how art school doesn't get you a job. So I was like, okay, let me just like throw another belt on this back. And I threw another belt on the back. It was a psychology belt in honors, by the way. So yeah, I am a counselor. Just that I don't have like the certificates because I didn't do my, what do you call that thing? Internship. Instead of doing my internship, I decided being me, that I'm gonna move to Joburg and holla 7. Joking, like, I just decided that psychology was not something that I could pursue long term. This was like in halfway through my thesis year, honors year. In June, we stayed behind because we were told that we're gonna write and kickstart the process of doing this write-up and the research that goes into it. So we're gonna get all of these information on how to start and go about doing our research. So I stayed behind, but that didn't happen. And in that period, that winter period, was actually around this time. So I ended up not going home. So I also ended up realizing that psychology is not something I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. Or rather, I couldn't see myself doing it on that level where I was sitting behind a desk, counseling people and talking to them. I couldn't see it like that. But if you're talking about counseling people through the camera, that, ma'am, I can do. I can totally do that. I can totally counsel. I can totally do that. I can totally counsel people. I can totally make people feel really great about themselves, and I can totally entertain people and make people feel really, really good. That's something, like, the talent of counseling, somehow subconsciously I knew I had, but I just didn't know which way to channel it and which way to use it. And then that's when I realized in my honors year that using it in such a rigid, structured, mundane way was gonna bore me. And then I decided that I'd do and move to Joburg, out of Cape Town to Joburg, because I'm that girl in South Africa. Yeah, I did that, moved to Joburg, because I was like, nah, I can do this in other ways. I mean, I have the knowledge now. I mean, I have the papers, they on this bag. But I'm not gonna use them in such an expected way. But anyway, that's what happened, and then I moved up here, and now I actually landed up in advertising. I work in advertising. I didn't study advertising, I didn't go to Baker, I didn't go to AAA. I'm just one of those lucky ones who managed to somehow find their way there. I guess when it's meant for you, it'll be for you. Whatever that means. You know what it means. What am I saying? Anyway, that's what happened, and I've been working advertising close to 2 years now. On the industry, I enjoy the benefits of working in advertising. I definitely do. It's a nice industry, but I'm still gonna make a video about advertising, just not today. Anyway, you're gonna have to hold on to that. My thoughts are still gonna come. Maybe next year, maybe the other year, maybe when I'm 50, who knows? But yeah, so that's what I do. And if you've been wondering, now you know, because it's usually so weird when I meet people. They always want to know, what do you do? And it's always weird because I always never know, like, do I tell them what my true passions are, or do I tell them what I actually do, which I still do, like I still do enjoy because it's still part of my talent that I do to get a salary, you know? It's always such a weird question as well. And maybe because I overthink it. I mean, I overthink everything. I'm overthinking this hair right now. Is it black enough? I am not my hair. I am not the skin. I am the soul that lives within. Thank you so much. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. That's what it was about. And yeah, I don't know if you could tell today, but I was totally feeling very breakfast at Tiffany's. I mean, can you tell? Tell me that you can tell. I was totally feeling very, not Tasha's. I said breakfast at Tiffany's. A girl can dream, you know. Very. My blue box. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, that was the vibe. I was feeling very high tea. And thank you so much for tuning in yet again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back probably next week with another episode. And don't forget, to hit that subscription button.